A busy day at the Lamu airport as senior government officials arrived. The high-powered delegation that included Tourism Minister Najib Balala and Police Commissioner Matthew Itere later took a tour of the Indian Ocean, part of a move aimed at reassuring locals, tourists and investors alike that the government is very much on top of things and will secure the country's borders. The team later held a meeting with investors in the tourism sector.
The minute you close down a single hotel, you create a panic. I know you will suffer for a week or so, no clients, but I appeal to you, don't close.
We are not, and I repeat, we are not going to allow an incident like what happened last Sunday to happen again.
In Nairobi, a hurriedly convened press conference by Internal Security Minister George Saitoti, a briefing dominated by tough talk and plenty of pledges to restore security at the coast.
We have beefed up security personnel, and security personnel we are talking of the police, the AP and including the army, because we see a move here to try to mess around with our own territorial boundary.
At sea, there have been intensified patrols not just by the Kenya Navy, but also by maritime police units, as the government moves with speed to arrest an already tense and worsening situation. But locals remain unconvinced by the government's response to the whole situation and took to the streets of Lamu Island to protest the current state of affairs, including the shocking abduction of Dediu, the 66-year-old French woman with a disability who was reportedly been taken by abductors believed to be Al-Shabaab militiamen to war in Somalia. Many of the protesters here were boat operators, hotel industry workers and others whose lives are touched in one way or another by the tourism sector.
Muhimu ni tupate watu ambao kuna experience ya kuoga, wanaweza fight ndani ya maji. Kisha wasikae kwa land, wakae kwa maji. Ndio wanaweza katu protect sisi.
The protests come even as a search and rescue operation was intensified for 2 Kenyan Navy officers reported missing after the weekend operation against suspected abductors of the French tourist.
We don't have the information that they are dead.
Kenya has boosted the number of security officers along the Kenya-Somalia border, but locals and investors alike remain unconvinced by this latest move. Many are unhappy that security was not at the required and optimum level, even after another incident in September that saw one British tourist, David Tebbat, killed and his wife Judith Tebbat abducted. She is still missing and is believed to be held by pirate gangs in central Somalia. The government had earlier insisted that the September attack was the work of Al-Shabaab insurgents from neighboring Somalia.
I just want to inform you that our border with Somalia is crossed. And when we say crossed, there is no agency which is going to be allowed to operate or to have any dealings with Somalia.
The tour of Lamu and Kiunga by Tourism Minister Balala and Police Commissioner Matthew Itere is meant to send a strong signal that the government is leaving nothing to chance as it seeks to assure tourists, or a lifeline to Kenya's multi-billion shillings tourism sector, that security here remains adequate. Abdi Osman, Citizen Live at 9.